to introduce our first panelist for his presentation, Dr. Devendra Kumar Yadava, the Deputy Director General of Crop Science at ICAR. Thank you, Dr. Yadava. Over to you.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Thanks to ICRISAT for bringing all the stakeholders, particularly for R&D, on this very important day, that is the UN Day for the South-South Cooperation, by holding this webinar on the scalable solutions for crop improvement and production technologies for Global South. In fact, all of us are having the similar conditions for the agricultural production, and the situations or the problems which are being faced by our marginal and small holder farmers are almost same, which includes the various emerging insect pests, the various biotic stresses like floods, heat, cold, salinity, which are recurring time and again. In this direction, from the Indian side, I would like to offer few of the solutions that can help definitely to our various South-South cooperation countries, Global South countries, and the solutions for the various problems which the farmers are facing in this region. So as all of you are well aware that the Department of Agriculture, Research and Education, having one of the autonomous body, the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, is having a vast network of the research, extension and education institutions. ICR has its own 130 institutes along with 731 Krishi Vigyan Kendras. And for crop improvement particularly, we have the two divisions with crop science and horticulture science, where total 51 institutes are working on the almost 300 crops, and we have a very good network of testing the technology for the region-specific and area-specific issues. As far as the various technologies which we can, I think, share with our various countries having the same agroclimatic conditions, the synchronous situations, there, so we have a good number of varieties, particularly if we talk of the field crops, almost 3,000 varieties are there, out of which 2,800 varieties are having the one or more traits for climate resilience, and which is the requirement of this region. These also includes the short duration varieties, and the other traits are also there that can fit to any agroclimatic conditions which are similar to Indian conditions. In addition to that, in case of horticulture crops also a very good network is there, and in that case also we have more than 900 varieties released during last 10 years, which can be, I think, good candidate for promoting to these our Global South nations. We have a very good system for the cutting edge research, where out of these 3,000 varieties during last 10 years, we have around 120 varieties which have been bred through using the marker assisted selection, and these varieties are the EDVs from the already popular existing varieties, and they are very, I think, popular now at the farmers field, because the popular varieties which are having one or two defects like drought tolerance, submergence tolerance, or some disease specifically, that have been removed and they are working very well. Recently, last 3-4 months back, we have released two genome edited varieties of rice also, which are globally first of its kind in case of rice through the genome editing technology. The climate resilient varieties, in addition to what I have mentioned about 2,800, we have some 563 climate resilient varieties which are having the extreme tolerance for the various stresses. We use the drought, moisture stress, water stress, the flood, water submergence, water logging, salinity, alkalinity, exotic soils, heat stress, high temperature, cold, frost, and winter chilling. So these varieties are also, many of them are short duration, which can fit in any cropping system and are very well suitable for the crop diversification in the various regions. The malnutrition, we all are well aware that that is a big issue globally, and India is also one of the suffering countries because of this hidden hunger. So we initiated our program for biofortification, I think a decade back, and we have now 190 varieties of the field crops which are rich in the various nutrients like the protein, zinc, the lysine, tryptophan, vitamin A, vitamin C, anthocyanin, linoleic acid, some of the linoleic acid, oleic acid, and some of the anti-nutritional factors have also been removed. And we tried our best to put all these varieties in the seed chain. And today we are proud to say that more than 60 million hectare area of the different crops is under biofortified varieties, which includes wheat, is almost 40%, more than 40% of the total wheat being grown in India is under the biofortified varieties. In case of rice, also a good substantial area is there. Pulse millet, almost 1.5 million hectare area is under biofortified varieties. Likewise, the lentil, mustard. So these are the crops where already the biofortified varieties are at the farmer's field, and many of the varieties are having more than 2 or 3 micronutrients which have been enriched, and they are, I think, a very good candidate for the addressing the issue of malnutrition. The International Year of Millets was celebrated during 2023, and in this direction, the government of India has done so many activities, and as an outcome of the International Year of Millets, we are approaching all the countries, and the most importantly our global south countries, and many MOAs have been signed, and we are sharing our material to all of these countries, and a center of excellence has been established where the scientists and the students from various countries, they can come and they can have the use the cutting edge technology laboratories which have been established for the analytical and food safety quality assurance. The referral laboratories are there, and for the value chain development, and the knowledge center, international knowledge center has been established where the scientists and students from the global south countries, they can come and they can work for the millets. And because we all are well aware that the millets are the future crops in terms of the environmental issues as well as nutrition. Likewise, we are very rich in the genetic resources, and at present we have the National Bureau of Plant Genetic Resources. The National Gene Bank is housing 0.48 million accessions of 2,200 species, and any country which is in the requirement of the germplasm for the specific traits. So we are always open to share these resources for our various countries under the global south countries. Likewise, the seed system has been mentioned. I think India has the most robust system for the varietal evaluation as well as the seed system, where we have a large number of stakeholders who are involved in the overall seed chain, which includes the State Seed Corporation, the National Seed Corporation, the ICR Institute, State Agriculture Universities. We have the Central Agriculture University, our farm science centers, which are 731 in number. We have almost 550 public and private seed sector companies who are working on R&D as well as seed system, and we have some 7 or 8 public sector undertakings which are also working on the seed system. So that is one of the, I think, very robust system for taking the seed to the farmer's field in the latest time once the variety is released and notified. The deployment of the various that climate resilient varieties has led to the continuous enhancement in the overall production of the food grains in the country. And starting from 2020-21, when the bad weather was there continuously during 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, 25, and we have enhanced our food grain production to a level of 353.9 million tons, which is a record production, and that is only because of the policy of the government and the deployment of the technology and hard work of our farmers. One of the very good model for the marginal and small farmers is the integrated farming system, and the various models have been developed, and those models are very successful, where the small farmers having 1 acre, 2.5 acres of land, and a very good income generation in addition to whatsoever their family requirement is there in terms of the food grains, pulses, oil seeds, milk, and all the nutritional aspects are being taken care of. So that is one model, I think, that can be shared with any of our countries under this region. Another issue is regarding the sharing of the knowledge, the training of the scientists, faculty, as well as the students, MSc and PhD students, who can be shared, and for the training, and any of the country, we can they can approach for any type of the training for the faculty, for the scientists, as well as under the exchange program, the students research work as well as the teaching work, that can also be exchanged with all our member countries in this region. The extension system, again, a very good system. During Dr. Pathak's time, I think very good initiatives were taken, and many platforms, these platforms have been, I think, developed. One of the, I think, very important platform, that is Kisan Sarthi, where I think a majority of our farmers, they have been onboarded in the system, and all the solutions related to agriculture, they are given by this particular platform. And this type of, I think, innovations, they are always scalable and shareable with any of the countries across the globe. So these are some of the points which I just wanted to share, and we are always open, and we are very happy that this very important event has been conducted by CRISAT, and I am sure that in the future also this type of events on this very important day, they will be held, and the India is always open for any type of cooperation in terms of the varietal as well as germplasm and human resource. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yadava, for those inspiring words and insights to all gathering discussions to come. With that, colleagues, we would like to